This video is a restorative yoga class that can be used to promote both increased mobility and relaxation. It would be beneficial to use yoga bolsters and blocks for this sequence, but if you do not have them, feel free to use pillows instead. Begin in a comfortable seated position. Option to use a bolster, block, or pillow to make this upright position a little bit more tolerable for a prolonged period of time. If you feel comfortable doing so, close the eyes. Begin your diaphragmatic breathing, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling slowly and controlled out through the nose. With every inhale, allow your rib cage to expand in all directions, forward, back, and out to the sides. Allow the belly to rise and fall. On your exhales, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the muscles around the jaw and soften that point in between the eyebrows. Remain here for 5 more breaths. When you've completed the last 5 breaths, you'll come into child's pose, coming first to all fours, spreading the knees to mat's width distance and touching the toes together. Place a bolster or a pillow between the legs. Allow your hips to shift back towards your heels as you gently rest your body and head down. You have the option here to keep the arms extended overhead, or you can bring them to your side. Use as many bolsters or pillows as needed, and adjust the width of the knees, all to make sure that you can remain in this position comfortably. Close your eyes. Remember to come back to your diaphragmatic breathing. Take soft, slow inhales through the nose, expanding the chest and the belly. Take slow, controlled exhales through the nose. Take a moment to notice if there are any lingering worries or concerns still drifting through the mind. Draw your focus back to the sound of your breath. Take 5 more breaths. Coming back up, place the bolster to the side. Shift the hips back towards the heels, extending the arms forward overhead to come into a full child's pose. Walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat. Breathe. Here, you can take the option to place a block or a pillow underneath the forehead. You should feel a gentle stretch of the left side body. Direct your inhales towards those muscles to create space and further lengthen your left side body. Use your exhales to relax the muscles and joints of your feet, knees, hips, and spine. Listen to your body. Be sure to keep this pose within a pain-free range. As you sink deeper into a more relaxed state, we'll take 5 more breaths here. To switch sides, simply walk your hands over towards the left side of the mat. Again, you have the option to place a block or a pillow underneath the forehead if this makes for a more tolerable stretch. Here, you'll begin to feel a stretch on the right side body. With your inhales, allow the ribcage to open up towards the ceiling. Be gentle and kind to your body. Adjust this pose as needed, making sure not to force any stretching. Remember, you may find differences between your right and left side, and that's okay. Take 5 more breaths. Coming back up, place the block to the side of your mat and return to all fours. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Inhale, drop the belly down towards the mat, open the chest forward as the hips come up. Exhale, round the spine upwards towards the ceiling and allow the head to drop. Continue these 2 poses at the pace of your own inhales and exhales. As your spine rounds upwards on the exhale, imagine a string attached to the mid-back pulling upwards. Cat-camel is a wonderful pose in yoga that helps you become more accustomed to allowing your breathing to guide your movements. If this proves to be too bothersome at the wrists, you have the option to place a pair of blocks underneath the forearms. The shoulders remain stacked over the elbows and the hips over the knees. Inhale, belly down, chest forward. Exhale, head comes down as the spine rounds upwards. You'll start to notice heat building up in the spine, shoulders, and hips. Continue for a few more breaths. Shift the hips back to come to a seated position with both knees bent and the legs positioned to your left. Take a bolster or a pillow and place it horizontally at your right waist. Allow your right side body to lay onto the bolster or pillow, bringing the arms overhead. Here, you'll feel a stretch on your left side body. The larger the bolster or the stack of pillows, the deeper this stretch will be. Therefore, you should take the option of adjusting the bulk of your bolster or pillows as needed to get a stretch that is comfortable and pain-free. Make sure to continue your diaphragmatic breathing. Direct your inhales towards the left side body. Create space with every inhale. On the exhale, allow your body to further relax into this pose. Take 5 more breaths. As we switch sides, use your hands to push back up into a seated position, bending the knees and positioning the legs over towards the right. The bolster will be placed at your left waist, and you'll allow the left side body to rest down onto the cushioning, bringing the arms overhead. Again, adjust your bolster or pillows as needed so that this stretch can be maintained comfortably and pain-free. Notice the lengthening of the right side body. Utilize your breath to release tensions in the hips and around the waist. Close the eyes if you haven't already. Draw your focus back to the sound of your breath. Five more deep breaths. Push up to come back into a seated position. Place the bolster vertically this time by your right hip. Bend your knees and position your legs towards the left. Keeping the legs where they are, twist your torso over to the right to face the bolster and allow your body and head to rest comfortably down. Your arms will come out to the sides. Your head should be turned towards the right. While it may seem difficult to do so here in a twist, remember to continue your diaphragmatic breathing, expanding through the ribcage in all directions and allowing the belly to move up and down against the bolster. With every inhale, you'll feel the muscles of the spine and waist lengthening. With every exhale, you'll feel those same muscles progressively become more and more relaxed. Close your eyes. Relax the jaw. Relax the eyes and the forehead. Take 5 more breaths. Push up gently into a comfortable seated position, shifting the bolster over to your left hip. Bend the knees and position your legs over towards the right. Keeping the legs where they are, twist your torso over to the left and allow your body and head to come down and rest comfortably as your arms come out to the sides. This time, your head should be turned over towards the left. Allow yourself to become lighter and lighter as you sink deeper and deeper into a more relaxed state. Keeping the eyes closed, the facial muscles relaxed. 5 more breaths. Gently push back up. Place the bolster horizontally at the end of your mat and come to lying on your back with both knees bent and the feet placed on top of the bolster. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. Remain here and continue your diaphragmatic breathing. If you'd like to come deeper into the pigeon pose, you can do so by bringing the left knee in towards the chest, hugging your arms around that left thigh. If you've taken this progression, make sure that the head and shoulders remain completely relaxed on the floor. Notice the belly moving up and down onto the thighs with every deep inhale and every slow, controlled exhale. Take 5 more breaths. On your final exhale, release the left foot down onto the bolster and unwind the legs, this time crossing the left ankle over the right knee. If you choose to come deeper into your pigeon pose this time around, you can bring the right knee in towards your chest, hugging the arms around that right thigh. Again, if you've taken this progression, make sure your head and shoulders continue to be relaxed onto the floor. Check back in with your inner dialogue. Any residual worries or concerns that may still be lingering. Draw your focus back to the sound of your breath, visualizing air going in and out of the lungs. 5 more breaths. On your final exhale, release the right foot down onto the bolster and unwind the legs. We'll sit up and prepare for cobbler's pose. For this pose, you can have a variety of props available, such as bolsters, pillows, and blocks. Create a base by stacking your bolsters, pillows, or blocks on an incline. Take your largest bolster or pillow and lay it vertically onto the base. With your back facing this setup and your hips at the base, rest your back onto your bolster. Bend the knees here with the feet flat onto the mat. Then allow the knees to open up to the sides. You can take the option here of resting the knees onto blocks or pillows to make this hip opening more comfortable. The hands can remain on top of the belly, or you can open the arms out to the sides to create a stretch in the chest muscles. Close your eyes. Notice how your body feels in this pose. Adjust as needed. Create a sustainable platform that works for your body and your comfort level. Find your own expression of this pose. Bring your focus back to the breath, noticing the rise and fall of the chest and the belly, allowing your ribs to open up towards the ceiling and expand back into your bolster. Take a few more breaths here, feeling free to modify or make adjustments to this positioning at any point. For the final resting position, Shavasana, you can remain in this position, or you can place your bolsters to the side and lie onto your back. If you've chosen to lie on your back for Shavasana, you can bring the arms to your sides and extend your legs out straight. Close your eyes. Whatever position you've decided to take a moment to let your body acclimate. Take a moment to survey your body, adjusting it to make it as comfortable as possible. Scan your body, beginning with the toes. Are they completely relaxed and tension-free? Work your way up to check in on the knees, the hips. Check in on your hands, releasing all the tension that may still be lingering in the fingers and especially the thumbs. Finally, shift your awareness towards those facial muscles, relaxing the jaw, softening the corners of your mouth. Relax the eyes and release the tension that may still be in the muscles of the forehead. Now, turn your attention towards your breath. Inhale through the nose and be aware of the breath as it fills your lungs. your abdomen rises. Without pausing, begin the exhalation, continuing the breath through your nose while allowing the abdomen to fill naturally as the air leaves your lungs. Soon, the back of the body will begin to feel a gentle warmth as it melts deeper into your bolster or mat. Settle into this stillness. Let thoughts come and go, and then bring your focus back to the breath. Remain here for a few more breaths. Start to bring awareness back to your body. You can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. You may be able to keep the eyes closed as I invite you to gently and calmly come back up into a comfortable seated position. Place your hands onto the knees. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Finalize your yoga practice by showing yourself some gratitude. Say thank you to yourself for taking this time to tend to the needs of both your body and your mind. When you're ready, count backwards from 10. Open the eyes.